Alright, hey guys, welcome to Racer here. So, doing a little bit of a for fun update video. So, I don't think I posted this onto the, post, well, was community tab on YouTube. I think they changed it to post now, lately. But so, the last few days, of course, I finished up the CRL 2000 season, the Exalted Cup series the week before. I think before I didn't do the other video. I did that video before these those seasons were done or whatever. So I'm also a little sleepy too. I've been a little sleepy. I've been home since like 1 o'clock after playing disc golf this morning on one of my 2 off days. But yeah, so going to give off a couple small updates for the channel, and this first one I want to talk about is something I want to do for fun. However, I still need to figure out the exact car mod I did with this years and years ago, and the exact roster driver for driver. So basically, back in the day on my old channel, I did 4 races on YouTube, and I actually had one of the earlier, I want to say, BMR and era rosters in the video. However, going through my old photo archive on this computer, maybe there's something in my phone I haven't thought of yet. Well, no, I haven't the one phone I had would have had it would not have the photos anymore because it was given to my brother. But yeah, so basically, there was an Airtops 3 series I did with the custom CRL driver roster, and I was thinking, for fun, I could run a little season with them, and those drivers would be like a little bit of a throwback, I guess, kind of series because it would be just those drivers. And yeah, so two things. Like I said, I just don't remember the mod I used. It was either this one, the BR10 mod, which I actually already have a copy of on my mod archive for 2003. I don't have it off the game right now, I don't believe. And or it was this one, the COT mod, because I know for a fact I ran Jimmy Johnson's 48 car, and honestly, now thinking about it, I probably did run this version of the COT mod because I don't recall this one or that one. Um, but yeah, so it was probably this one, honestly, because I ran a Jimmy Johnson car in this one, and it was his older low scheme, his first COT low scheme, not the 2010 and 11 one. So however, the other cars I don't fully remember because I remember drivers like me in there, Grant Hoover, and Jeff Gordon's 24, the Blue Flame one. And I'm pretty sure that would be like 07, 08. So just doing a process elimination. Still trying to figure out which year roster it was. Um, and yeah, then after that, I don't remember the rest of the roster. It was probably kind of what B. Martin had, but eventually I'm going to my grandparents and actually find this roster to do it because I just remember doing like 4 races on YouTube, and I remember people being mad that I won like the first 2, and then I don't think there's any comments on the last 2 races. I remember Talladega was race 1. I think Pocono was race 2 in this, and it was actually a different Pocono. It was kind of the revamped Pocono that the game had, I guess, before they did the repave there in real life. The last time Pocono ever got repaved. And yeah, Homestead, I remember that one because it was a great battle between me and Grant in that race. And I think Connor Malone, who was really the Jeff Byrne 31 in this mod, was really good. And yeah, he ended up winning Darlington. I think I let him win Darlington, honestly, and I purposely made it a good battle at the end too. But like I said, I just don't remember the whole driver roster set for that series. And yeah, eventually I want to do that like for some races. I'll probably just post results, and I know too eventually I do kind of want to, I guess, put like race replays up on the channel. However, I kind of might sit there and kind of just re-record the whole race from the replays because I do have the replays kept from the more recent races. And I think after Talladega, which is next week before the final off week for the year long format season, I'll be going to the beach then. I think I will have the updates for the races. I'll probably do that video on the Wednesday of Talladega because this Wednesday we are running the Bristol night race in the year long format. So yeah, we'll run Talladega, and then that will be kind of the update. And going into the final 5 races of the year, the championship battle there, it's probably going to go down 2 drivers. I'm still seeing some hope for the other 2, but we'll see with how Bristol could go. And I mean, Talladega is going to probably throw everything for a loop here, or throw a wrench into the championship battle, basically. But yeah, so kind of done with this area here. Just want to kind of talk about that old series. And like I said, the only thing is I really should get my grandparents to get the roster. I mean, I could have done it today, but I didn't want to go there by myself. And yeah, I'm gonna have to go over there and get that roster for the series here. And eventually you'll see some races with this, and it'd be a cool little, I guess, kind of throwback series. I guess kind of like watching the SRX, even though the SRX doesn't really exist this year. Or I guess kind of, like the IROC throwback. I think they were doing, Ray Irvingham was doing real life this year. But yeah, with that out of the way, going to Polar Top 3. So like I have said before, I am doing the CRLX season. And if I'm correct, there's actually 28 drivers on the roster, I think, instead of the 26 I originally said. And I will actually be using the old school, the season 8 schedule I intended for being more there. Also, I still have the F1 roster set too. I haven't really done anything with recently. I ran 2 races there. I think I'd redo second race still at Brands Hatch in Atlanta. I think William Bounds won after screwing me over, wrecking me, and then yeah. And actually, okay, so I saw the 2010 mod on here, but yeah, there's really nothing from what that roster would have been on this 2010 mod. You have to go to my grandparents, get the game into the computer because they actually have the PC instead. Or I guess kind of like the monitor where you have the whole big thing, whatever. You know, it's not it's what it's not what I have a legit laptop and they have like the whole like regular computer monitor there, whatever. So yeah, so with this series here, I do got to fix the roster up. There are some roster changes from what the original X series was going to have, so I will fix that up in the coming days. I'm not really wanting to work on it day. I was really kind of chilling day. Honestly, I should have gone my Xbox, downloaded the new college football game, played that for a bit. But yeah, I'm just over here. I've just been over here sitting chilling out, being bored all day. Honestly, at this point. But yeah. So with the X series, a couple of the add-on drivers that I do have in the current year-long format are in this one here. And I think the only drivers that are not included of the newer drivers are drivers I am saving for their 2025 Cup Series debuts. And I know up next, I am actually planning on getting those rosters together, like all the race teams, everything for 2025. And there are a lot of shakeups too, by the way, that I do plan on talking about on the channel in the coming months. It's going to be a lot that you're going to see on this channel about that. And I mean, not really posting on my personal socials because nobody gets SHIT. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot to talk about here pretty soon. Anyway, so with the CRL, so like I said, with this series here, I am going to run kind of what the season 8 schedule will tend to be. I don't believe I have it on this computer. But oh yeah, I probably have a Google Docs, but I can't really go to it because it's not set to look at. But so tracks I will know that are on the schedule: Atlanta Night 2014, and honestly, I tried doing a race here with the CRL 2000 finale, and I think this is going to be a pretty tough track to race on, for me personally, because I think the 2014 tracks are really souped up on the AI here, honestly, because Las Vegas 2014 is the same thing. It's just crazy as crap to race on. I mean, it's fun, but it's not fun at the same time for the player. I think Colorado's getting its debut still there because I do want to run this Colorado track somewhere before the year-long format. But the biggest thing is that Ricky Raceway will make its return to the CRL. It ran as the BMR era opener for seasons 3 through 7. The last race I officially ran there was actually season 7, when Caleb Campbell won there in the race. And I think Caleb officially has 2 wins here at Ricky Raceway. I still got to update the all-time track win list for every single series that's underneath the CRL. I mean, it'll probably be a lot because I gotta remember which tracks ran. On which seasons I don't really have exact schedules on, or I guess looking through all the data stuff I do have. Anywhere that I've kept it. But anyway, that's really all I got to say with the video. So like with CRLX here, and I will actually post winner by winner for the CRLX races, and I'll make sure I get like a screenshot of the finish or everything, like what I was doing the year long format for every single week. And some fun too I do want to mention too with the drivers as well. Now think about it. We'll actually pull up the next gen mod for this one. So I was thinking about this because I've been kind of watching like Left Turn series lately. Of course, like Cancer County Cup series. So what I like about the current roster, although I do have a couple of YouTube people on the roster, and what's this is something I like too because I know there's someone who was wanting to get into the series here, and I'm not really interested in the YouTube side of anymore too. Unfortunately, he actually commented on Left Turn's points for the current series he's doing. And he's over, and I like what Brandon Wilmington explained in that comment or response. I kind of read it. He's basically said so kind of like what his roster is based on. Even though I have brought back all the drivers from that roster, like Benny Scholl, Latonya Gray, and I know Brady did this back in the day too. He had like a lot of like drivers he kind of made as characters from something else, and that's what I really kind of like with the current rosters with the CRL here. So I'm not trying to use like NASCAR based drivers. And although I do have some real people, like I said, so many people I know from YouTube that have been around the channel a lot, and of course myself included, guilty there with the 40 me and the 46. And of course some of my work friends I have most recently add on to the roster. You can see more of the roster up here, and yeah, like I said, family, just other friends, and of course, I mean, I do have some other kind of add-on driver plans for the next season year-long format to have about 30 drivers. And I mean, we'll probably get a couple more drivers. Who knows? But it's just like it's kind of like the thought process of who will I be able to put into the series and who I would not be able to put into the series. That's also where I kind of struggle with, I guess, kind of more work friends because with working a job, it's like people come and go, so it's like really hard to decide who you want in the series, who you don't want in the series at the same time. And if you're like, are they going to be good long term or not in the field, or will they be around you long term too, even if you're not working there anymore, possibly as well. That's how I struggle when I love Shane's too, by the way. But yeah, so that'll really do it with this video. Just want to go over all the stuff there in this here. I know people probably won't watch the video much, means rambling on. But yeah, so I will get that first video for the recap of the race 21 through 25, I believe, for the channel. Pretty soon. I will do that next week after Talladega is done with that race. I'll probably run that race earlier day next Wednesday. It just depends on how my plans are next few weeks, because I know this week I'm just running Bristol Night race on Wednesday. I already did most of my stuff I want to do today. And next week I'm actually playing 2 disc golf games, because I'm gonna play my last 2 games before my little vacation week. Then when I get back from the vacation week, is actually back to school for me, so with college and everything. And hopefully my final full year of college too. But yeah, so that'll do all here for this video. Thank you for supporting the channel like always. This will be Kill Camp, Blue Camp, League signing out. Also, let me actually get out of the game so I can actually turn the video off. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.